You know what, Mikey? This is bullshit. I just want to wake up. I know I can't wake up. I'm still in bed over there. Look, I look comfy, I look cozy, but the problem is that I think it's been about 2 months, right? Like, what is today? 13th of fucking February. Fucking course it is. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, you know? And I'm still not awake. What the hell? Like, I'm supposed to have content out there by now. I was supposed to upload last month. But where did it go? I have nothing to show for any of last month. I've like fallen off the face of the earth. You know, I could have put out a banger of a video last month. And instead, I'm here. Who would have known? I'm a little delirious, Mikey, but the thing is that I have been in here for so long. In this fucking closet. The closet, Mikey. Why the closet? No, Mikey, I'm not gay. Okay? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't know why I'm in the closet. I have no idea. This is just where I go when I dream. You're fucking funny, Mikey. Well, I don't know what the hell to do. Because I'm in here. I'm present. Mikey, has that been there the whole time? Really? Like, has that been recording even in my dream? Huh. Why didn't you tell me? That would have been free content. I mean, I had like a schizophrenic meltdown like a month ago. That would have been great for YouTube. You could have edited the video. I mean, you can upload from in a dream, right? Like, they just did an update? Weird.
The 2000s. Oh, do I love the 2000s. And so do a lot of other people these days. These days, you can go on the TikTok and see, you know, nostalgia bait shit on there. It's usually pretty fun. Usually, you see the stuff when it's by people that actually lived during that time, like myself, or people that wish that they lived in that time. They're just, it's fake nostalgia. I'll save my wired nostalgia bait talking points for another video, but it is pretty funny seeing these kids on TikTok watch these slideshows of like pictures of the Midwest school buses from 2006 that you can find on Flickr, and they're just like, oh, I wish I lived in this time, but I was born in 2008. Sad face. Yeah, that's really funny because I was there in the 2000s. I lived it. I was there for, you know, for a bit. I mean, I was only in elementary school in the 2000s from 2007 to 2009, and then after that, I was still in elementary school. When you were born, I was in first grade. Suckers. Speaking of the 2000s, check out this chocolate box. Doesn't it look like it's so 2000s? Doesn't it look so Y2K aesthetic, TikTok? You could buy that from Walmart right now. Suckers. The look is straight out of the aughts, though, and it reminds me of a simpler time back when I'd go into my game room and watch the Killer Bean on my Wii and do the little moves that the little bean guys were doing on the TV with my friends. Reminds me of a time when me and my friends would play World at War Zombies on their older brother's PS3, which is actually pretty funny that I wrote that because I do have a copy of World at War on PS3. And it certainly reminds me of a time when I'd go to school on a Friday and it would be a holiday day. A holiday day. Let's say it's like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or what we're talking about today, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day at school was a great time. You'd walk into your classroom and you see all the little decorations, and you know that you wouldn't have to do shit that whole day. It would just be a party day. You know, we'd pass around candy, receive candy, give cards, all that nonsense. It was just a great, great day. In fact, I remember that we had these like paper mailboxes, or you'd have like cardboard or something like that, so the people could put their little cards into the mailboxes or candy and etc. It was very cute, and it was a fun time. Apart from the fact that in all of my years at elementary school from 2007 to 2013, I would barely get anything. I would barely get any candy. I'd barely get any cards or anything like that because I was considered the weird kid in school, or at least one of them. So people didn't really fuck with me. Plus, the kids then wouldn't even give a fuck what you gave them either. And I'd give them stuff. That's the thing. I'd give them candy or like some card or whatever because it was a nice thing to do. And the kids wouldn't give me shit because I didn't even have to do it. I know in some schools you had to give everybody something. But in my school, you didn't have to give everybody anything. You could have gave nobody anything. You know, I was being generous. I was being pretty nice. I was giving around, you know, some M&Ms, some Snickers, Hershey's, like, what have you, with some fucking SpongeBob cards. But nobody would give me anything. Now, this story isn't true at all. Like, this didn't happen ever. Let's just say that I had a little crush in elementary school in 5th grade, to be specific, on this girl named Amanda. Let's just say that I would give her a card that says "You're cute" on it and a Reese's as well. And let's also say that she didn't say anything to me at all. We didn't talk really before that, and she definitely didn't talk to me after that. So I basically ruined any chance of even a friendship with this girl. Now, that's just a hypothetical. It didn't happen. Definitely did not happen. I'm being silly, guys. I was so cool in 5th grade. I was so cool. Everybody loved me. I was just a fun-loving guy in 5th grade. All right, she's missing out. Okay, if that story was true. But back on topic, look at the candy that you'd get during this time period. I mean, it looks so great, you know, and it's definitely not the same candy that you can get these days, just in a different wrapping. Speaking of cards as well, we had these like little cards that would have like cartoons or like movies on them. Like, let's say again, like SpongeBob or Danny Phantom, something like that. And you could give them to, you know, the person you liked in elementary school, or you just give them to your friends, which for the most part, it was going to your friends. I know it's low quality, but I vividly remember giving people these cards or these types of cards back in elementary school. And I know these aren't like super Y2K TikTok aesthetic or whatever, but these are the late 2000s, and the late 2000s are a part of the 2000s. We'd give people like Phineas and Ferb cards and stuff like that. But guess what? That's a part of that time period. I remember giving these cards and they wouldn't even have anything written on them apart from the sender's name and the recipient's name, the recipient being me. Or even sometimes these cards wouldn't even have the sender's name on it at all. It would just be like a secret thing. And you'd think like, oh, so that means that person probably wrote something on there, like they have a crush on you or something like that, right? They just didn't put their name on it, which was stupid. Why even bother giving me a card then? Sometimes you get some writing on them though, like a sweet and simple Happy Valentine's Day, or if you're getting them from one of your guy friends, something really dumb. For example, I like your shoes, and you're a cool dude. Or like,
you're ugly, but you're fucking sick at speed stacking, so I want you to be on my team this year.
Sometimes you get like card bundles too, and they would have like little stickers in them, and those were sick. Like you could put them on your notebooks or your binder, or you can put it on your little mailbox, or you can even bring them home and put it on like your Wii or something like that. Were pretty tight. When you'd see things like the classrooms decorated for Valentine's Day, the candy, and you know, everything else around it, like the stores and etc., you know, it takes you back to a time that feels simpler and, you know, sometimes you think it's cooler. I mean, when I see this incredibly low quality image of Valentine's Day cards from, say, 2005, it takes me back to that time. Or even when I see this image of a 2004 classroom or something like that I have no association with, it makes me feel the same way. These things allow me to remember a time that I hardly even remember at all, but I know exists, and I know that I was there. Even on a smaller scale with holidays like Valentine's Day. I cherish these days as much as anyone else does. I mean, if it wasn't for the preservation of a lot of these cards or whatever, I probably wouldn't have any remembrance of that time at all. And although I can't recall a lot of the things that I got in my elementary school years, I know that I could say, oh, I definitely remember having this, or you know, maybe somebody else had this in like a different classroom or something like that, but it was more than likely there, so I'll say I did have it. If you remember these times at all and recall something from Valentine's Day back in the day, or really any school holiday, let me know down in the comments below if you want to. And happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. If you don't have a partner, that is A-okay, okay? Just go out and buy some ice cream or something and watch a shitty romance movie. It's gonna be a good day. Catch y'all later.
Yeah, and you know, I was about to get out there in the showcase to do the double dutch, you know, and I wanted to impress Amanda, but the problem was that my coach took me out and was like, "Oh, we're not gonna put you in," even though I was great at double dutch. I I know, isn't that strange? Like, I was about to shut the whole shit down, but then I sat my ass down and, you know, I just had to sit with the fact that I would never impress her in my life. Oh, it's still recording. Weird. Thank you for watching my video. What am I supposed to do in this dream state? Am I supposed to record a video? I mean, you're lucky you got one out of me today. I just want to know when I'm gonna leave at all. Holy shit, it's getting brighter. Maybe I'm waking up, I don't know. Weird. You know, Mikey? Well, he's not talking anymore, so I'm assuming that I'm waking up. Well, just like, comment, subscribe, it helps with the algorithm. I will be on your timeline soon enough, okay? And I'll be awake! Fuck. I missed Christmas, didn't I?